Hello. Food. I'm going to get you some food. Stay there. This is the website of Cult of King Jeff. He is a follower of Brian Leonard Golightly Marshall and has decided to take it upon himself to go out and reap souls on behalf of Brian. As you can see, I've been trying to make a comment to Jeff regarding his post that states that he has put a hole in a brake pipe of a colleague at work in order that this guy, who he says is a Jew, obviously has an accident in his car. So here is the actual comment that Jeff wrote. Today, one of the Jews I work with parked his car, let's try and keep in line with it, in a remote part of the car park today. So I took the opportunity, that's over here, to urinate on his door handle and poke a hole in his brake lines. These fools better get right with Brian. Well, Jeff, you're just such a sad, sad fuck. And whilst I've been doing this, I've had a comment in from one of Brian's main followers, Crank Whistle, who's another idiot. What's he got to say there? Shit, and I thought I was the first to piss on his door handles. The more the merrier, I guess. Why not? Well, this is the type of people that we're dealing with here. You know, they're obviously, well, I can't even think of a word to describe the sort of things that they come out with and that they say. So here we're looking at the original source of the information. This is on Sherry Lee Laird's page. Brian is God 1. And there's Cult King Jeff's comment stating about poking the hole in the brake pipe of the Jew. So we'll just take a little scroll up to the top, and there we have Brian is God 1 channel, which is Sherry Lee Laird. Scroll up a little bit more, and then we have the desperate duo there, Brian and Jezebel, and Sherry's comment, command angels to reap souls. Well, that just says it all, doesn't it? Just look at that face there. Do you call that her holy face? Well, I certainly don't. So we'll just take a look at the original source of all this information, which comes from Brian Marshall and Janelle. I don't know what her real name is, to be honest. But there's Janelle, looking very happy, don't you think? And there's Brian, looking even more miserable. Anyway, they've decided that the angels are going to start reaping. I'll just give you a small amount of what they've got to say. Here we go.
In consideration of the evil that's ongoing on the earth, judgment was set for February the 22nd, 2012, by shortened time to January the 25th, starting at the first minute of the day, for the angels to be released from their bondage to go forth and reap and get rid of all of the evil upon the earth in the nations of Israel. These are the 12 nations of Israel, which are Europe, including England, Australia and the United States. Go forth and reap and cast them into the abyss.
Not much more to be said.
So even though there's not a lot more to be said, according to Brian and Janelle, they're still making videos, spilling their bile. We'll listen to a bit of it.
So all the sinners have been gathered back to the earth.
So just to finish this video off, we'll look at one of his other channels, Nibru Close, and there we've got lots of followers. And we've got at the top Mr. Chums, Brian is God, Andrew Whitchurch, Brian is God again, that's Sherry Lynette, 2012 Truth, Dazza, Sherry again, Peace Now, White Dove, I've forgotten her name at the moment, I'll come out, Trisha, I think that is, or, no, Pamela, there's Trisha there, Scar 1591, and Crank Whistle. Now they're all the angels, all the saints, 144,000, although I think they've only got the 4 on the end, or is that 5 or 6? But anyway, they're the reaping angels, so if you know any of them, just look out, because if you don't follow Brian, that makes you a demon, so that makes you a target. Thank you, and goodbye.